I wanted to say a few words about what this campaign is about, because I want you to know what you're getting into. And what you are getting into is a campaign that I believe is going to win here in South Carolina. It is a campaign that is going to win the Democratic nomination. And it is a campaign with your help that is going to defeat the most dangerous president in the modern history of this country. So what this campaign is about is speaking to the issues of a forgotten middle class and a forgotten working class. It is a campaign that is going to bring millions of young people into the political process. It is a campaign that says it is unacceptable to us that many millions of American workers continue to work at starvation wages in South Carolina and all over this country. And let us be clear, nobody can make it on $9, $10 an hour. You can't take care of yourself, let alone a family, and that is why we will raise that minimum wage to at least $15 an hour. And we will end the absurdity of women making 80 cents on the dollar compared to men. And that ratio is even worse for minority women. Equal pay for equal work. And I know that this will get the elite here in South Carolina a little bit nervous, but we are going to make it easier for workers to join unions and do away with the right to work laws. And what we understand that in the year 2019, the year 2020, it is very hard for young people or anybody to make it into the middle class unless they have a decent education. You know, and what this campaign is about is getting people to think outside the box. Think about where we should be going as a nation. Don't just believe everything they tell you on TV or in the newspapers. We are the wealthiest country in the history of the world. We are not a poor country. So you have to ask yourself, if we're the richest country in the history of the world, why do we have a child care system which is totally inadequate, where working families cannot afford the decent quality child care their kids need? Why do we have here in South Carolina, but in other areas of this country, public education which is not providing the kind of education that our kids need? I want the best and the brightest young people to get into education and teach our kids. And that is why we are going to make public colleges and universities tuition free. And we are going to cancel all student debt in this country. Now, my critics, who are legion, and the editorial pages all over America will say, you can't be done, you can't do it, you're thinking too big, it's very expensive. It is expensive. Our proposal to make public colleges and universities tuition-free and cancel all student debt over a 10-year period is about $2.2 trillion. That's a lot of money. But we are going to pay for it through a tax on Wall Street speculation, which raises $2.4 trillion. And what we have got to be thinking about, we got to be asking ourselves, how come it is okay to bail out the crooks on Wall Street 11 years ago who nearly destroyed our economy? How come it is okay under Trump and his friends to give well over $1 trillion in tax breaks to the top 1% and large profitable corporations? If we could bail out Wall Street and give tax breaks to billionaires, we could cancel all student debt in this country. Four years ago, when I came to South Carolina and went around the country, I said that health care is a human right, not a privilege. And I said it's a little bit crazy that America is the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people.